friends, tomorrow's the first day of school, and I have a story about a girl who's starting her first day of school. It's called Butterflies on the First Day of School. Have you ever heard of someone having butterflies in their stomach, in their tummy? It means a feeling of being nervous or a little bit scared, and a lot of times people feel that way before the first day of school begins. But as we'll see in this book, she'll feel better once she gets to school and starts having fun. Okay. Butterflies on the First Day of School by Annie Silvestro, illustrated by Dream Chen. A month before school, Rosie picked out her very first backpack. It was colored with flowers, and she loved it with all her heart. She paraded around proudly. "Don't worry," she told her sister Emily. "Someday you'll be big enough to go to school." Rosie practiced raising her hand, writing her letters, and saying her teacher's name. She couldn't wait to start school. So excited. This is the night before school. But the night before her first day, Rosie couldn't sleep. In the morning, her belly hurt. She didn't touch her chocolate chip pancakes. "Maybe I'd better stay home. I don't want Emily to be lonely," she told her mom. "Emily will be fine," said her mother, "and so will you." Rosie shuffled the pancakes around on her plate. "Come on, sweetie," said her dad. "Time to go." Rosie slowly pulled on her backpack. "I don't feel well," she said. "You just have butterflies in your belly," said her mother, hugging her tight. "Butterflies?" asked Rosie. That's when the bus pulled up. She rides a bus to school. Ooh, she's got to get on that big bus. "I love you," said her mom. "Have fun," called her dad. Rosie stared nervously out the window. Soon, a girl sat next to her. "I'm Violet," she said. "What's your name?" "Rosie." They both have flower names. She's making a friend. As she spoke, a butterfly flew from her mouth. Rosie clapped both hands over her face. "Are you okay?" Rosie nodded. "I have Mrs. Mancini," said Violet. "Me too," said Rosie. The words tumbled out on two silver butterflies. Rosie watched them flutter down the aisle. Violet didn't seem to notice. I think she's getting less nervous. That's why the butterflies are coming out. Oh, there's her teacher. Ooh, it looks like a nice place to be, doesn't it? School is a nice place to be. You're going to love it. "Welcome," said Mrs. Mancini as the girls entered the classroom. "Hang up your backpacks, then meet me on the rainbow rug." Everyone fidgeted in a circle. "Let's get to know each other," said Mrs. Mancini. "I'll go first. I have a golden retriever named Barney. I love chocolate cake, and I'm terrified of spiders." Everybody's look at this little guy. He's laying down in the middle of the carpet. Violet went next. "I'm allergic to dogs," she said, "and sometimes to my brother Alex." "This summer I rode a train for the first time," said Jay. "I want to be an astronaut when I grow up," said Allison. The butterflies built up as Rosie waited for her turn. She's getting nervous again. Suddenly, all eyes were on her. She's really nervous with those butterflies. Let's see how she does. Rosie took a deep breath. "I have a baby sister named Emily," she said. 3 butterflies flitted into the air. "I love to sing and play soccer. I wish I had a freezer in my room so I could eat ice cream whenever I wanted." The class laughed. Rosie's belly felt a little better. Every little thing she does, those butterflies come out, and she's less nervous as the day goes on. After that, Rosie sat at the art table. She painted a flower on a giant easel. Cool. She made one for her and one for Violet. Then they helped Jay build a train out of blocks. From time to time, butterflies still rumbled in Rosie's belly. Occasionally, one or two slipped out, but by recess, she could barely feel them anymore. That's how school goes. Feel better and better all day long. Rosie dashed out onto the playground. "You're it!" she called. Everyone raced around playing tag. But one girl stood all alone under the oak tree. Uh-oh. She held her hands on her belly. Rosie walked over to her. I love that Rosie walked over to her. She knows how that little girl feels. She knows that little girl's feeling nervous. "Wanna play?" she asked. The little girl nodded. "I'm Rosie. What's your name?" "Isabella." As she answered, butterfly after butterfly soared into the sky. Isabella looked up amazed. "Feel better?" asked Rosie. "Much," said Isabella. She helped her not be nervous. At the end of the day, Rosie waved goodbye to her friends. She ran off the bus and leapt into her mother's arms. "School is so fun," she said. "Violet has a flower named like me, and Jay built a train out of blocks, and Isabella had butterflies too." Her mother smiled. "I can't wait to hear all about it," she said. The words floated out on a shimmering butterfly's wing. The end. Look at all those butterflies. If you feel little butterflies in your belly on the first day of school, don't worry, we all do it first. Even the teachers, even the principal, even the counselor, me. But guess what? Once we get there, we start having so much fun, those butterflies just fly away like they did for Rosie. See you tomorrow.